Hello guys, my name is Malik and this is Malik Tech Lab. Today we're going to be talking about polling rates and latency. Polling rates as of a controller. So we have the MANBA ONE controller, we have our PlayStation 5 controller, we have an Xbox controller, Xbox One controller, we have PlayStation 4 controller. Polling rate is the amount of time, circle, period your controller sends signal to your system for your system to be able to register an input. So for example, we have our MANBA ONE controller to have a polling rate of around 800 to 1000 megahertz. That's the amount of signals is sent to your system for your system to register an input. That's on wired and on when using the 2.4 Hz dongle. While on Bluetooth, it has a polling rate of 250 to 125 Hz. So meaning on wired and on dongle is actually faster than one using Bluetooth. The PS5 controller has a polling rate of 800 to 1000 megahertz too, but it can also be overclocked, which I don't know how right now. If I don't know how, I'll share it with you guys on the channel. So just keep up, like and subscribe. So it has a polling rate of 800 to 1000. It can be overclocked to 8000 megahertz, right? That's both Bluetooth and wired. The only problem is, I'll get to that later in the video. The Xbox controller has a polling rate of 125 megahertz, which is actually slow. Not talk of it's a Microsoft controller, actually made for the PC, not made for Windows. 125 megahertz, both wired and Bluetooth. The PS4 controller has a polling rate of 1000 down to 250 megahertz. So while it is on Bluetooth, it has a polling rate of 1800. While it is on cable, it has a polling rate of 800 to 250 megahertz. And we now go down to latency. Latency is how fast your system, your Microsoft system, or your phone or your console can detect an input. How fast. The MANBA ONE controller has a latency of 1.25 millisecond to 3 millisecond on wired, while on dongle we have 1.2 second to 4 millisecond. While on Bluetooth, it has a polling rate of 4 to 8 milliseconds. That's where it's actually slow. So when you're using Bluetooth and you have to click a button, it will take time for the system to recognize that button as an input. But it's actually fast, which is the fastest among all 4 controllers here when using wired and dongle. The PlayStation 5 has a polling rate on Bluetooth of 4 to 5 milliseconds, while on wired 8 to 12 milliseconds, which is actually slow on wired. The PlayStation 4 controller has a polling rate on Bluetooth, which is actually the fastest for it, of 3 to 6 milliseconds, while on wired that's from 4 to 8 milliseconds, which is actually slow. That's the standard controllers, not the pro controllers. Xbox controller has a polling rate in both wired and Bluetooth as 6 milliseconds to 12 milliseconds. So then can only say 8 milliseconds to 12 milliseconds. And at the point of correction, I must say the PlayStation 5 controller on Bluetooth has a cooling rate of 8 to 12 milliseconds. So we have to arrange them best to us. We have the MANBA ONE controller, the wired and Bluetooth. So wired and 2.4 hertz dongle, PS4 controller, next Bluetooth, the PS5 controller, wired, and then lastly Xbox controller, both Bluetooth and dongle. Thank you. If you have any questions, state on my comments, like and subscribe, and follow me for more videos.